Hello there, Internet. This is nelsonr12 speaking. And this is a very dickish commentary to do because it's commentary on my best friend, the Qwerty, as anyone who knows me knows him by. He made a video ranting on The Last of Us saying it sucked. Now, I can't come on here and just say that he's wrong for thinking The Last of Us sucked because it's like, I don't know, not the popular opinion or some shit like that. But what I can say is that he can't say The Last of Us sucked because I know him personally and I know he doesn't own a PS3 and therefore could not have played The Last of Us. Not to mention, he just says things in the video that are just wrong. Alright, so let's take a look.
Hello everybody, this is Ruinsway, and yeah, I'm back here again. I bet you guys didn't see that one coming. But today I'm not going to be doing one of those videos like I used to do in 2011. No. I will get back to that though, and the hilarity will ensue. But today I'm going to be talking about a game.
You say that like you've never talked about video games on your channel before.
This game is called The Last of Us, and I gotta admit, for all the hype it got, and just in general, it really sucks.
We hate you, please die.
Oh, we hate you, we hate you, we hate you, die! Yeah!
You heard me right. This game sucks.
I fucking doubt that.
Now let me explain why, because you're probably all enraged now that I insulted one of the alleged greatest games of 2013, which, by the way, it's not.
Well, of course, The Last of Us isn't the greatest game of 2013. There's still BioShock Infinite and Grand Theft Auto 5.
It fails in almost everything it tries to do. Let me read. I'm not the only one who thinks this. Let me read a little thing I got from a user on IGN.
Hold it right there. Now, I'm not an IGN fan, but I wouldn't necessarily say that I could distrust an IGN review. However, a user off of IGN, not an actual member of IGN, but a user off of IGN, is that what you said? Okay. Let's listen to what this user has to say.
Yeah, I was browsing IGN for reviews and statistics for a later thing I'm going to do. Let me read about this guy that I found on IGN. Oh, by the way, if you want to see more reviews talking about how The Last of Us is overrated, all you really need to do is type in The Last of Us is overrated.
You know, I did just that. I also searched The Last of Us sucks too, and these are the videos that I found that said anything negative about The Last of Us. I found one video that was actually a joke. Yeah, there's this one YouTube. I can't remember their name off the top of my head. Damn it. They did the same thing to Terraria once. The video got taken down. But anyways, they review good games but give them bad reviews as a joke. One of the reviewer actually admitted that he never played the game, but only said it sucks because he doesn't trust other reviewers after one of them gave a bad review off their game, which I'm pretty sure would probably been something like Sonic Unleashed or some game like that. And the third video, which was the only other negative Last of Us video that I found, was made before the game even came out. It was just assuming what it was. Oh, and as for other reviews, Game Trailers gave it a 9.8. Adam Sessler gave it 5 stars. And for IGN, they gave it a 10 out of 10.
And you'll find some pretty decent arguments. And I agree with all of those arguments. Okay, so reading this. As a huge fan of the Uncharted series, especially the incredible Uncharted 2, I was beyond excited to see what ND were doing for this game. But after 3 hours of some frustrating deaths, really long load times... Did The Last of Us just turn into Sonic 06 for a second there? No. Stealth just not working no matter what path you take, in confusing direction, and the incredible hype. Nothing working, whatever path you take, and the confusing direction, incredible hype.
nothing works no matter what path you take. What does that even mean? That can mean almost anything. That term is so vague. And and there's not even an example provided. I mean, a good game reviewer, whenever he's talking about a game, points out a flaw, he always provides examples and makes sure he's very crystal clear. But for that term, it's so fake. It's so vague. And how do you know that the article you're reading isn't just some troll?
Oh, stealth not working, whatever. Confusing direction and incredible hype. That reminds me of Kingdom Valley from Sonic 06.
There is next to no context where you're allowed to compare Sonic 06 and The Last of Us. Even if you both think that they're both overrated, you hate them both, and they got too much hype, those 3 points are not enough because the games themselves are two totally different games. And from what you've said, it doesn't sound like The Last of Us shares any flaws that Sonic 06 has.
The incredible hype I had for this game is going down, and the more I keep playing. The incredible hype I had for this game is going down the more I keep playing it, when it should be the opposite. I love the Uncharted series. I love the Uncharted MP, and I've heard great things about this MP, but so I'm hoping that saves the game while the campaign what he's basically saying is he hopes the campaign picks up and gets more interesting.
Well, maybe it will. By the time he beats the game, he'll think it's really fun.
Yeah, it really doesn't do that. I've played through the game. I've beaten the game.
Qwerty, I know you personally. You do not own a PS3 or The Last of Us. And by the way, playing a demo level at a GameStop would not qualify as playing any game enough to give a full review of it and saying it sucks.
And I've compiled the list. I wanted to like this game.
Well, maybe the hype just kind of ruined it, because that happens a lot. Something gets really hyped up, it has high expectations, then when it turns out just to be pretty good and not super good, everyone hates it. The general public thinks in a black and white sense and just say it's either really good or flat out sucks. No one's allowed to say anything's just okay.
The game looked so interesting, and I wanted to like it. But I've compiled a list of why this game sucks. Okay, reason number 1, repetitive gameplay. Yeah, all you do is take cover, wait for an enemy to basically this is try to pose itself off as a stealth game, but it really doesn't do a good job at that, because all you have to really do is take cover and wait for an enemy to come near you. Then you go over to his side and press the triangle button.
If you watch just the first 2 parts of any Let's Play to The Last of Us, you can find out, even without playing it, you could tell there's a hell of a lot more to the game than what he just said, even especially in terms of gameplay.
Oh yeah, Ellie will just... I'll tell about that later. That's all you do. Which brings me to my next point. AI is shit and kills the immersion. Yeah. I don't mean like your ally AI. It's fine. That stuff's fine, because really, no matter how bad Ellie's AI is, she never really gets shot or anything. I'm talking about the freaking enemy AI. Ellie could literally just walk right past the enemies, and they wouldn't care. They wouldn't give a fuck.
Does this include every enemy, including the humans and the runners and the clickers? Because the humans are very intelligent and will follow you. And the clickers are actually blind and deaf, so they're not supposed to see you.
You could walk behind the enemies. They won't hear you. They won't look behind them.
Okay, this definitely does not apply to all enemies. I know for a fact it's not true for the humans that are in the military.
In fact, there's this video I've seen recently of this guy just walking around this area, screwing around with this enemy. It was pretty funny.
That's not enough to constitute a game sucking.
And the enemies, your characters could like yell things like over here and stuff like that. The enemies won't hear.
Okay, I've just explained that. The clickers are the most common enemy in the games, and they are both blind and deaf. You have to get close enough to them. That's where the stealth element of the game comes in. You have to sneak past the clickers.
The enemies never hear. All they do is walk around.
Now, the video ends right there, actually, very abruptly. Now, he apologized for this. In the description, it says that the rest will be covered in a part 2 because it was a problem with this camera. And since this is only a part 1 and there's more to go with, I'm assuming he's going to provide more information, hopefully, and not just go by what one article on IGN says. Now, I find it odd that he's complaining about things that are explained in the game. That's like playing BioShock Infinite and complaining that it's unrealistic how Elizabeth is too smart because she never went to school or something. But it's explained why she has all those skills, and it's explained why the clickers can't hear you. Now, of course, he didn't say clickers, but he had to have meant clickers because they're the only enemies that can't hear or see you. I'm nelsonr12. Thanks for watching.